You are now in the toughest. Now in the toughest. You are now in the toughest and roughest environment where there is no crying aloud. This is the HOK where stars and legends are born. Lord Yara. Hey, yo, Yara and Mr. Apostle, the Bible got you speaking static. Thinking you dropping knowledge, sounding erratic. So always relax and easy bands to chasing the fame. When I'm out here banging on the Bible, mentioning your names. Did God really do that? What and you talking about? Changing scriptures up for Zodiac, looking for signs while I'm reading the word line by line. And you're just reading between. You're a fraud, it's written all over your face. When the HOK is trying to free the minds with grace. White slave master whip you. Telling you, keep them in their place. Check the pressure by cash, your foundation is brittle. When you step into the HOK, don't act crazy, be civil. Did God really tell Abraham the shark and the knife to take his only son and gamble with a life? Did God really send bears for kids play in the street just cause Alicia's bald head couldn't handle the heat? Easy bands, you out here quoting the Bible with Irish themes, but your life is full of loopholes and nothing but dreams. The problem is not our women, it's you weak men in the dark, hiding behind the white man's shadow, terrified, no spark. You wrap the Bible around your mind, mental chains rust, using scriptures every time you talk, keep us in the dust.
Yeah. Peace and black power, everybody. Peace and black power, man. Excuse me. As y'all can see the title already, you know, I don't really like talking about this dude. I don't like bringing him up, but something kept hitting me and saying, yo, you got to say something about this. You got to speak on this, you know, because Gilbert Arenas, Kenyon Martin, y'all don't really know who this dude is. Y'all don't know who he is. And I'm going to just say shame on you, Gilbert Arenas, for you even bringing this guy on board with you. Because this guy here, who y'all call Suge, he is the worst type of human being that I have ever come across. Trust and believe me, you have no idea who y'all dealing with. But guess what? The people is going to start to find out. And they're going to look at you, Gilbert Arenas, like, yo, you had to know. And if you didn't know, you just got to be one ignorant dude where you don't even do a research check on who you hire. This guy here, Gilbert Arenas, now we all know that you hired him just because he was going at Kwame Brown. We know that. But that's not all who he was going at. He wasn't just going at Kwame Brown. He went at people's mothers. He went at people's grandmothers. This guy, Uncle Suge, he went at people's daughters, teenagers, babies, wives of people. And what he'd do is he would start trouble and beef with everybody and play the gaslighting trick and make it look like you started with him. That's what he does. Why do you think he has really no friends on YouTube? Nobody want to bring him on their platform. Why is that? Everybody is not wrong about this dude, but he will gaslight everybody and make you think that you started with him and have people thinking that they started with him. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, for years I've been ignoring him, but a lot of people are afraid to even bring him up. I'm not afraid to bring him up because you said you've been banging on me for goddamn 10 years already. What else you gonna say about me? That's lies. You know, you came out, you slandered me, talked about I had AIDS. You ran that out, and I could have been sued you for that. Luckily, I ain't got the money to do it, but I could have sued you for the slander. And it's still up on the channel because I checked it out. You tell people that I have AIDS, and even when I went to the hospital and showed my results, you still kept on showing people and telling people that I have AIDS. What he did, family, was he chopped the video up. You got to understand, he's the editor. So he's going to edit the video and make it look like I'm saying something else that I'm not saying. I said simply that I went to the doctor when I was sick. And the doctor, before even examining me, he looked at me and seen that I was weighing in like 100 and maybe 120 pounds because I was sick. And the doctor said he got AIDS, a racist doctor. I went to another hospital. Now, I could have exaggerated and said I went to like 3 hospitals or 4 hospitals, but it was really like 2 hospitals where they said I had AIDS. So what did I do? I went to an AIDS specialist and I went and took the blood test. And I've been waiting for at least a week or 2 to get the results. And that waiting was like crazy, right? And so the AIDS test came back and they found out that I had lupus. That's how I found out. Lupus is an autoimmune deficiency disease as well. You see? And so I had lupus. And so I went, showed my results, negative, AIDS, negative, lupus, yes. And these guys still kept pushing the lie. He also went so far to create a post of me saying that I shot dope in my arm and Minister Farrakhan have saved my life. He did that. And he put my avatar on it as though it was me saying that. This is the worst type of dude that I have ever met in my life. Let me finish telling you what he had done to me. Because he always tried to hide his hand. Right? I'm not scared of this dude. Say what the hell you want to say. I don't care. That's all you're good for. Say what you want to say. Let me finish telling you about how much of a piece of caca this guy is. My daughter came home from school one day, young. You know, you come home from school, you change your clothes, you run in the room, change your clothes. She ran across my screen to the bathroom, not knowing I'm live, and she had on her panties because she ran across my screen into the bathroom. This piece of squat freezes the camera, takes a picture of my daughter, and put it on screen. And now, guess what? I got all the videos. I got it. I just don't have time to sit back and edit it. I could do that, though. One day I might do it. I might put together a collage of all the stuff that he did. I got it. I was looking at it not too long ago. I could go right in my folder and pull up something right now and show y'all. And so Africa, she's a dancer. She was coming up and she's a dancer. She was in the band growing up and she dances. And so she's dancing in the kitchen, practicing something. This piece of dog squat, this piece of raggedy human being takes her dancing, turn down the music she's dancing on. And guess what, family? I'm telling you, if he say I'm lying, I got the video. I will show him that he's a liar. Turns down her original video music and put up some rated XXX music to her dancing to it. Talking about taking it in the butt, doing this and that. How you do that to a young girl, Gilbert Arenas? How do you do that to a young child, Kenyon Martin. See, y'all don't know who this dude is. Kwame Brown know who he is because he put Kwame Brown's deceased mother up on the screen. He puts Kwame Brown deceased mother up on the screen. Tell me that's not disgusting. He put my deceased sister up on the screen. You would act like I done did something crazy to this guy. That's who this guy is. He's the lowest of the low. He put my deceased sister, my deceased grandmother up on the screen. And you know what's crazy about it is that the people that watch it, they sit back and they Google and they laugh at it like it's a joke. But if it was your mother, if it was your sister, you wouldn't be doing that. You wouldn't be sitting back laughing. You know that. So y'all encourage this nigga when y'all do stuff like that. What he did to me, to my family, he put my deceased sister up and she only been gone for like damn near a month. And he puts her up just to hurt me, to get to me. He never deals with the person he got a problem with. He goes after the family, people. Now, y'all know I have not been talking about this dude for years. And all you do is see this guy just talk about me, talk about Kwame, talk about Taz, talk about everybody. Because that's what his makeup is. So he gets an app and put the app to my deceased sister's picture and have my sister talking, saying the most outrageous stuff. Who does that, fam? And then people sit back and laugh. Who does that, fam? Can you imagine if that was your mother and you looking at your mother, she's deceased, and then somebody puts a picture of her up and have her talking crazy and singing songs? It's all fun and good until it happened to you. So I'm just giving you a little bit of who this guy is. He created a beef with Tommy Sotomayor. You know what he did? Tommy Sotomayor has a church where she's the minister of a church. This nigga took it upon himself to travel to Tommy Sotomayor's mother's church, y'all. To get Tommy, he videotapes Tommy Sotomayor's mother's mother. What's wrong with this dude mind, man? Who does stuff like that? He would go to Tommy Sotomayor's mother and record her and bring it back to play it so Tommy Sotomayor can see it. He went to Nepal's mother's house and flew a drone over her house. Scared the hell out of Nepal's mother. Looking in the window. Scared the hell out of her. Looking in the window, y'all. Y'all don't know who this monster is, man. You don't know who he is, Kenyon Martin. You don't know who he is, Gilbert Arenas. But of course, he would try to come here and try to deny it. But everybody, the people know that I'm telling the truth. Those who know, know. Now, let me explain something to you. This dude impregnated two 14-year-old girls. He said it himself. We got the video. He impregnated two 14-year-old girls at the age of 19. 19, you are an adult. You are an adult at the age of 19. And not only do he come up here and talk about it, he brags about it. He bragged about it like that was some good thing. I had 2 baby mamas when I was 19, and I was 4 years older than my baby mamas. So they was 14 going on 15. You know it's worse than that? To show you the mindset of this creep. What's worse than that is that he didn't even have a conscience to say, I'm going to put on some protection. I don't want to destroy these young girls' life. Think about that. That's something to think about. He don't even put on protection. So he says in his mind, I'm going to destroy these girls' life. They only 14 years old. You mean to tell me that you will bust off in that 14-year-old without even thinking about putting on protection? You at the age of 19? See, y'all not thinking about that. Y'all don't look at none of that. I'm thinking about that. See, 14. You 19. And so, Kenyon Martin yesterday pulled this card. And see, Kenyon, you just learning this. But if only I had your email, brother, I will send you so much stuff that this creep have done to people. If I had your email, Kenyon Martin, I will send you videos after videos after videos, Gilbert Arenas, to show you what this monster have done to the black community. Because he think it's all a game. He think it's cool to do what he do. Because people sit back and laugh at the video until it happens to their family or until it happens to them. But here's Kenyon Martin.
Upstanding people, man, they did a good job working, put this together. When we was at your crib, people was always respectful and shit was always running smoothly and good times, right? So you get to know people and you treat people a certain way, right? And I've always tried to be that, right? Treat people how I expect to be treated, with respect. I've vowed over years to meet the same energy as people give me and do more because of how I can come across, right? Which I know me, trying to get better over time and how my tone with people in situations. So something recently was brought to my attention, right? That one of the people that works here that we see daily, and I brought this person into my home, right? Had this person around my wife, my kids, right? Treat them nothing but respect, right?
Oh, shit.
And this is a loyalty situation I want people to, with their kids, right? Teaching situation. When people tell you be careful who you bring into your inner circle.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Be careful who you bring into your home. This is this situation that I'm speaking of right now. Hey, Suge, come here.
Oh, shit. You want this?
Huh? No, I don't need the mask.
Kill a nigga.
So I need you to do some explaining to me, brother.
Need a mic?
No, I don't need a mic. So, can you explain this video to me?
Yeah, that's the video we talked about.
No, we didn't talk about shit.
Yeah, we did speak about it.
No, you tried to apologize. So,
He can't even get a goddamn sitting down with us. That's the Stutter man. So the Stutter man can run the show.
so there's it in here. Let me replay it for her.
Just explain there. Jamie Martin is the goddamn sitting down with us. That's the Dutton man. So the Dutton man can run the show.
So when I brought you into my home, this how you felt?
No, I apologize.
Huh? No, but so this how you felt when I brought you into my home and I had you around my wife and kids?
No, that's not how I felt.
So what did you go out your way when someone is showing me love in the moment? You go out your way to disrespect me.
I don't think I was being disrespectful. I was.
Huh? Disrespectful. When that's something that I've stated time and time again on this couch. Sensitive subject, huh? Sensitive subject for me, right? I drew a line in the sand a long time ago with this. There's no apology ever that, as an adult, that I will accept for this. I came in here one day over at Gil's house and you walked up to me and tried to apologize out the blue. I blew you off because I didn't know what you were talking about. That's the situation. Yes or no?
Yes.
So
Why would
therefore,
you talk about this when I apologize?
because I didn't know what you was talking about, it didn't matter.
I sent you the video.
No, you did not. I didn't see the video. Someone else sent it to me. I didn't see the video until 2 weeks ago. First time ever seeing that. Had I saw it back then, we would have been had this conversation. Do you think not?
That's why I apologize.
But so you apologize because you realized it was some BS. Because you've been in my home around my wife and kids. I fed you, put money in your pocket. Did I or did I not?
Want a shot?
Did I or did I not,
I
dog?
work for you.
No, you did, but did I put money in your pocket? You didn't do for pay, right?
Yes.
Right? Did you not come into my home? No, did you not come into my home multiple times when you didn't know no one was out here, right? You didn't have no one to go for Thanksgiving. Did I not invite you to my home?
Yes.
2 years in a row.
Yes.
And this is things that you get.
After the apology too, right?
But that apology is null and void is what you don't understand, dog. If I knew about it then, I wouldn't accept your apology like I didn't then.
you did. Accept.
I didn't. I blew you off. I said, yes, whatever, dog, whatever. I don't know what you're talking about. That's the situation. So this is what disloyalty and people who don't respect you look like, y'all. People like him. Be careful who you invite into your home, who you have around your loved ones and your friends and family. This is what you get. People like this that talk about something that's near and dear to my heart. I have a speech impediment that everybody knows how I feel about this. Right? People that don't have a voice able to speak up for themselves, this is what this is about. You don't tease something of someone I have no control over and think it's okay. I don't want, no. Yes, this is, yeah, you did it in front of, did you not do it in front of people? Did you not do it in front of people?
I apologize.
Did you not do it in front of people is my question, George.
Yes.
So therefore you want me to do it in public? I mean, private? No, I said I was the same energy, brother. Same energy. So, same energy.
That's gentlemen?
Oh, I'm absolutely. You did it in front of people, I'm gonna do it in front of people. Point blank, period.
I apologize.
I don't want your apology once again, brother. Once again, I don't want your apology.
So what you want from?
Nothing. Don't ever be in my presence ever
So
again.
get your ass out of here right now.
Right?
Please. Thank you.
Not ever be in my presence ever again is what I want. But with that, appreciate you for letting me have the floor, Josiah. Oh, yeah, and you're on the 2 shots?
So yeah, I'm sorry about that. So that's what I'm talking about. You have no idea who you brought into your circle, bro. No idea. This dude will put your grandmother up, your deceased sisters, your deceased brothers, and put a app to their mouth and have them talking. And you sitting there and you hurting because you miss your sister and your loved ones. And this guy is doing all of that to destroy you, to crush you. He don't care about people. He don't care about our people. And if anybody else out there have any testimonies, hit the panel. I would love to hear your testimony on this. I ain't gonna be long up here, but hit the panel. Not too long ago, last week, he was going at Unc, but instead of him having a problem with Unc, he took it to Unc's wife and put Unc's wife rap sheet up on the goddamn internet. That's who this guy is, man. He puts up Unc's wife rap sheet on the internet, even though it wasn't really nothing. So that's the only way he tried to get to people and hurt people, by dealing with their loved ones. You got to know who this guy is. And people is going to find out. Ashay, what up, man? You want to say something? What's up, brother? Ashay?
Yes, I want to say something. I want to first make a public announcement and public apology to my brother Ankh for the statement yesterday regarding his
good,
daughter.
brother.
That's facts. That's A. If B, I just like when I see guys in the comments talking about, oh, he's mad because he had a speech problem. He's sensitive about a speech. That's not the point, people. The point is that this man had this man at his home. The point is that this around my wife and my kids, and you ate dinner with us, only to unprovokingly make a negative video about me. Why? I did you no wrong. I did you no harm. I blessed you. That man said you ain't had nowhere to eat no Thanksgiving dinner. I had you at my house twice in a row. That's deep. That's deep.
Yeah, but so see, it's not just, let's say, oh, because he had a speech impediment. That's serious. Because people with speech impediments, really, it's hard for them to really get a job. Hard for them to really get a job, man. Most of them go on Social Security or SS or that type of stuff, or become a athlete. It's hard to get a position with a speech impediment when you can't talk. So that's very serious. And that's why he said he's speaking up for those who have speech impediments. That's what you play with, man. He said that. You want to make fun of people's, of people's downfall. Like, for example, you kept running around for years saying I had AIDS. What if I did have AIDS? Why is that something to run around and brag about? You understand?
Right. Why is that a let's go tell all moment about that? That's supposed to be something tragic. You're supposed to be like, man, that's supposed to be something bad, not nothing celebrated. That also let me know about the condition of our people and how we want to see each other, man. Yeah. Like, that's crazy. Brother wanted to see you have AIDS. That's the messed up part about it. He wanted you to have that. Right. That's sick. That's sick, bro. And just to hear you say all of that, and then I'm thinking he was like a brother who was like part of the show on Gil's show. No, this dude, the extra, he pulled him from the background, like, my man. Yeah. What you doing, man? Like, I didn't know you was living like this. You was doing this, like, and it's the snake in him too. It was the snake in him that was like, man, let me apologize to this guy before he even see the video that I did, because I know I was bold. Yeah, but guess what? He never apologized. Because once Kenyon blew him off, Kenyon didn't know what he was talking about. He was supposed to go there and say, yo, I made this video about you. This is what I said about you. He ain't say none of that. He ain't say none of that. So Kenyon is like, yeah, all right, I got you. He supposed to say, no, man, I need you to know what I did. See, he ain't stop him. Right. He wanted that to fly under the rug. Oh, you don't know? I ain't gonna tell you.
Right.
Type
There you
scene.
go.
And that's bold. And
And
that's
somebody
bold.
sent it to him and showed him.
Sin amongst them men like that, talking
Dude,
crazy about
how
them
old
men.
is your daughter, bro?
I got 3 of them.
How old is the young one?
The youngest is 3.
How old is the middle one?
She 4, and then I got a 5-year-old. They 3, 4, and 5.
Can you imagine your daughter coming from school, taking off her school clothes, you live, but she runs across the street to the bathroom in her panties, and some nigga screenshots it and puts her up on the screen, brother? This is your daughter, your baby.
That's you going down. You going down. We in court for that.
Yeah. You know how I was able to get him off, get it taken down? Because other people, once he took it down, once it go up, people grab it. So I was able to get it down because I called the FBI live on the stage. Live. I called them live. And some people say, oh, you snitching. Nigga, I would do anything to protect my baby.
Absolutely.
Right.
Before she go viral to some predatory stuff.
And so I called the FBI and what's the IP? Yeah, I wanted them to get the IP address so they could catch the nigga that did it for porn for children. And
Absolutely.
that nigga really, they took that joint down quick.
Real quick.
Because they see I wasn't playing. Like, if you want to come at me, I'm good. I'm built for that. Bang on me. Say what the hell you want to say about me. But damn, man, when you start going at my wife, my family, my children, my grandmother, my deceased family members, that's when it becomes crazy.
Damn. And you said he flew the drone in the poor mama with, bro, that part crazy as hell.
Y'all didn't see that video where the nigga made Nepal look like she was crippled or something? Made her look like she was damn near 60 years old and couldn't walk. See, and Kwame Brown, no, I'm not lying, because he did the same thing to Kwame Brown. He flew the drone over Kwame Brown's house. And then he got the nerve to run back and post it right up on his channel. Then he goes to Tommy Sotomayor's mother's church where she's pastoring because he got a beef with Tommy. And then he goes in there and starts videotaping Tommy Sotomayor's mother. You know what I was saying? Now, family, this is not what I'm putting out. I'm just saying this. I was saying this to myself, right? Thinking, like, you know the murder. Listen, right? You know the murder mysteries that come on TV?
Yep.
Family, this dude have so many enemies. If anything was to happen to him, they would probably pull me, Kwame, Tommy, everybody out to question us about this murder mystery. Who killed Suge? That's crazy work. Who did this to Suge? Because he have so many enemies that he have messed up, that he have dogged, degraded, talked about people's families, mothers, wives. I told you last week, he got into it with Unc because Unc wouldn't let him on his show. So guess what he did because of that, brother?
What you say? Have you say you put up Unc wife stuff?
Because Unc wouldn't let the nigga on his panel. So he goes, okay, I got you. And he runs and digs up Unc's wife and put Unc's wife up in her record. Up on the screen, bro. That's the type of nigga we dealing with here.
And the crazy part about it, Shy, is I remember that whole age situation. That was damn near 10 years ago now. But the crazy part about it is he's still on the same tip. That's the cringy part, is that he out here, he on the same tip, and it's just like a continuation of this crazy behavior. Almost like the brother got a mental problem. It seems like it's deeper.
He is sick.
Gotta be sick. You gotta be sick.
What he would do is he would create a beef with you. and gaslight it and make everybody think you started a beef with him.
A narcissist.
Look at what I do. I deal with the contents information. What am I over there for talking about this crazy stuff that they talk about? I don't. I'll be over here dealing with information. So that right there shows you that I don't be over there talking about that nonsense that they dealing with.
Facts.
Talking about each other and all that stuff. I'll be over here.
Definitely. Been holding down on the information too. But that's what they try to do, man. They try to make they try to make that behavior cool. And that's what I came up here to address. For all the people talking about, oh man, he need tougher skin. He shouldn't be so sensitive. No, eggs and all. We shouldn't have no snakes in the grass when we trying to actually come up and do something positive for the people and for our families. Shouldn't be no individuals like that. Shouldn't be no Judas at the congregation at the table, man. That's just wicked, dog.
Right. Yeah, I don't give a damn what you say about me, but when you take it further than that, that's when it gets crazy.
Hello?
Hey, yo, Unc, I'm live. I want you to know I'm live, and I'm talking about the crazy stuff.
Mute out. Mute out. You gotta mute out for me.
You want me to mute out?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad my brother corrected me on that, and I'm glad. Let me correct that. I gotta correct it. No, he did not. I take this part back. He did not put anything up on Unc's wife yet, but there's a video where he's threatening Unc to put up the video. He threatened Unc, saying that he was going to do it, but he didn't do it yet. So I'm going to take that back. And I'm glad my brother corrected me, you know. So if it's one thing, we ain't going to lie on him. We're going to keep the truth. We're going to tell the truth, you know. He probably just didn't get around to doing it yet. But if you look at it, he's saying that he's going to make this documentary exposing all of us, so-called. Nigga, what can you say about me that you ain't say yet? You done banged on me for years because of jealousy. And so, no, he did not put nothing out on. I seen the video when he said that he was going to do that. Yeah, so family, I don't care if he come back with 100 videos. I just wanted to say my piece on this because I damn sure need to get Kenyon Martin. If you see this, I need your email. Gilbert Arenas, I need your email. If anybody got it, send it to me so I can load them up with a lot of goddamn videos to show who he got on his board. On his board. Because this dude here, he's going to catch a case for y'all. He going to sue you, Gilbert. Gilbert Arenas, you're going to end up getting sued behind this nut. Trust me. You're going to end up getting sued behind this dude, Suge. Because he worked for you. He's under your employment. You pays him. So this dude, I'm surprised Kwame Brown didn't sue you yet, Gilbert Arenas. I'm surprised of that. So all I'm saying is be careful, Gil, with this dude, with this nut around you, bro. Anything else you want to say? The link is
that's all I had for the family, Si.
Okay. All right, man. I'm gonna come back live and I'm gonna move away from this. I'm gonna leave it alone. I just put this out there and that's it on me. I just had to say something, man. I couldn't just sit silent after watching this. Cause I started thinking about what this sucker did to my family and everybody. And if I have to come back with video footage, I'll do that. I will come back with video footage showing you, because I got all the footage of how he put my sister up, how he put my grandmother up, what he did to my daughter, how he got her dancing to this music. I got all that footage. I got it all. So I'll be waiting and see what I do. All right. Peace and Black Power family. I'll be coming back in a little while probably to do some promotion. And Brother La, I don't know what's going on. I do not see it. I've been looking in the back for you, and I don't see it, man. I'm looking for your name again. I don't see your name. Damn, man. Yeah, I got like, let me show you how this dude been stalking me. I got 7 George Bookers blocked. 7 of them. Because every time I block him, he'll go and make a new account. I got Uncle Suge, George Booker 1, George Booker 2, Uncle Suge 1, Celebrity Suge. All this craziness. This dude is a stalker, bro. This dude is, he ain't got no life for real. Nobody likes him. Nobody deals with him. Nobody deals with him. He ain't really got no friends. The only friends you got is those people who you grew up with. People don't mess with you, bro. People don't allow you on their panels. And with that, I'm saying peace and black power. That's it. I'm out of here.